This is the IA5K pack and Pannier Load Carrier from Initial Ascent. Let's check them out. So this is the Initial Ascent IA5K pack. Initial Ascent has been around since, I believe it's around 2018. They have a day pack, which is basically the Pannier Load Carrier and a lid. They've got the IA3K, which is obviously a smaller model than this. They have the IA5K, which is this one, and then they have the 8K, which is going to be a larger bag. Today we're going to focus on the 5K and the Pannier and how they go together. I'm going to do future videos with me hauling a significant amount of weight in this bag. What has attracted me to Initial Ascent is their ability to haul heavy loads easily. So when you're a hunter and you're trying to haul out meat in the backcountry, or you are hauling lots of gear, you're looking for ease of use. You're looking for something that isn't going to tax your body. Now, depending on how high of a weight you want to carry, doesn't matter, you're going to tax your body, especially when you get over that 100-pound mark. I have done other videos with other packs on this channel. I've also hauled a significant amount of weight with some of the other packs using sandbags that I'm going to use in future videos, but we'll get to what sets this particular frame apart from all the other frames on the market a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. So as always, we're going to start at the top and we're going to work our way down. Now, this has a significantly well-designed lid. I've noticed with other packs on the market, when they say they have a lid, they do have a portion of the bag at the top, but if you're not fully extended and don't have the entire bag full, the lid won't sit properly on the bag. So when you have it like this, or with less items in it, the lid on some bags will tend to slope down or kind of slouch along the front, just kind of increasing overall weight on your back as opposed to being an actual lid on the very top of the bag. What Initial Ascent has done for their lid is they have these tabs here that fit right over top of the frame. So right over top of the carbon fiber frame, you've got these little sections here. That is not going to fall down and slouch. Another cool thing about this bag is that there's not 1,000 buckles on it that you have to undo in order to get into the bag. So again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll start at the top. There's a carry handle on the very top of the frame. You've got this nice large top lid pocket, and it's just one very big pocket. Basically fits my entire hand from the center to the bottom, and then you've got same amount of room from the center to the top. So that's going to be your quick action things. So in here I'm going to put my knife sharpener, my headlamp, you know, anything you need to grab quickly, maybe some snacks or something, it's all going to go right in the top of this lid. Moving down, you've got one buckle on each side for the lid. On the other side of the lid, There's another pocket here. This is great for like keys, maybe your wallet, something small. Again, fits about half my hand up to my knuckles. Another neat little pocket there. Moving down, this is a roll top bag, which is an excellent way of keeping debris, weather, other things out of getting into the top of your bag. So if you want to do this, you can extend it all the way up to here. And then your lid can also extend and go up on the top. They have this security piece here, this little flap, which has its own buckle. So if you have it fully extended and you can't roll it down because you're too full, you just put this little flap over and you can do that up and use that to help keep things from, to help keep the top from opening. Obviously, if you can get at least 1 or 2 loops, you'd be better off, but if you're hauling a serious amount of stuff, that might be an option for you. Just rolls down, do it up, and you're good to go. Moving down, they've got the front part of this bag. So again, so you've got two buckles for your lid, and then 2 compression straps on the front. This front pocket here, this center piece, is an elastic type of material, a flexi material, so it stretches. So anything that you put in here, you're going to get a bit of give to. So you get this C-shaped zipper, and then you've got this nice large pocket that's great for your puffy jacket. It's great for your rain gear, anything you need to grab at a moment's notice from the front of the bag, you can just put right in there. So that's very cool. And that pocket goes right down to here, so you're looking at about a forearm's length size for that. One big cavernous pocket for the front pocket. Okay, going to the main pocket. Here you're going to have your horseshoe zipper. And you've got the main part of the bag. It's just, again, one big bag. And it has a little bit of room at the bottom here, so if your bag does open all the way, you're not going to lose all the contents of your bag, so it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. On the flip side, to the main bag, you've got another zippered pocket here. Again, it's about the size of my hand. Also, another spot to hide things that you might need. Now, the first thing I noticed when I opened this bag is going to be my first complaint. There's a lot of things that I really like about this bag, and there's 2 things that I'm going to mention that I'd like to see change. But there are other ways of manipulating this bag to still make it work. So what I mean by that is there's something missing here that you normally find on a lot of bags on the market, and that's a water bladder pocket. This bag does not have a water bladder pocket. So if you are a water bladder person and you're used to putting it on the inside of your bag, you're not going to be able to do that with this particular pack. But just skipping ahead for a minute, when we attach the pannier to the frame and then the bag goes on top of the pannier has its own little pocket here, which can be great for a number of different items. I'm probably going to put my water bladder in there and feed the hose up through and out the top of the frame. Now, I don't know if that's going to get too compressed in there. Time will tell when I test it out, but that's going to be how I'm going to utilize the bladder. So no water bladder pocket, but still a huge, huge pocket. And again, this is the roll closure top. So you've got lots of room here for hauling out gear and meat and whatever else you're going to do. Okay, and that's it for getting into the main bag. Again, you don't have 1,000 clips on the outside to get in. You just have 2 compression clips 2 compression straps on the outside, and then you've got your 2 for your lid, and that's it. They've got some loops here on the front. You need to secure anything to those, you definitely can. On the side, you're going to have a 20-inch spotting scope pocket. Again, you could kind of fit whatever you want in here. It's basically designed to fit a spotting scope. You could really put a tripod in here too. That's going to be my entire forearm here up to my elbow. Fits all the way down to the bottom of that pocket. And then there's another pocket which is got the stretch woven material, which you can put the butt of a rifle or maybe a water bottle. There is a water bottle accessory for your belt, but if you want to put one in there, you can do that too. So 2 pockets on the side and 1 pocket on the other side that is a little less stretchy than the stretch woven material here. So spotting scope pocket, stretchy pocket, other pocket, which has a little bit of stretch to it, but not as much as this one. The bottom, again, you can extend these if you need to make it wider. It's got a very nice, thick, foamed belt. And another cool thing is this lumbar pad. This lumbar pad is enormous, which is awesome. A number of the other packs aren't as thick. I like a thicker lumbar pad. I like feeling that right in the curve of my back there. Lets me know that it's going to be there, and it's going to take it's going to provide a lot of support. There are 3 ways that you can adjust the shoulder straps. So sorry, there's 3 points of attachment for the shoulder straps. So they are attached by Velcro. There's also a strap going horizontally and another one going vertically. There's also 6 different attachment points along the back of the carbon fiber frame that you can adjust your shoulder straps to fit the height of your torso. They only offer this frame in one size. This is a 22-inch frame. Some companies have different sizes. This one is one size. This is the integral frame. There's also an Invictus frame, which is designed more for females. It does have a curve to it for the natural curve of your body, of your back, which is cool. So we're going to now remove the bag from the frame and attach the pannier. Actually, before we do that, let's put it on. So again, like I said, the top of the lid can fit over top here. You can also remove the load lifters and then put them through over top of this lip so that it stays a little bit sturdier on there. But once you get things in there, it's not going to move. Very lightweight. The total weight of the bag is about 5 pounds. So the cubic inches of the bag is 4,650 cubic inches. The lid adds an additional 550 cubic inches. So you're getting a total of 5,200 cubic inches with this bag. It does weigh 5 pounds 14 ounces. It's got a 20-inch spotter pocket. Like I mentioned, there's an 8x10 pocket on the inside of the main bag. It took them 3.5 years to design this frame, and they went through 3 different engineering companies before they were able to land on this particular model. I believe they went through something like 14 different prototypes. It is a carbon fiber blend. Focus is on putting the weight into the hips, especially with this thick belt and lumbar pad. Frame is designed to run the natural curvature of the spine and put 80% of the weight into your hips. Again, 6-point shoulder strap adjustments on the frame. The frame weighs 19 ounces, and the carbon fiber for the frame is from the United States, as well as most of their other materials. The frame is made in Idaho. I believe some of the materials are made overseas, but the majority of this bag is made in the United States. So getting back to the lumbar pad, before we get into it here, this is adjustable with Velcro. So you can adjust all the way up, you can go down. There's a couple of inches of adjustment here, which is kind of nice. You can adjust it to fit you. I don't know how that's going to work over time, whether it's going to move or come apart, but that'll again come with rigorous testing. So the way you get these bags on, just like any other bag, is you're going to throw it on. You're going to get your waist belt done up. Now this is the large belt, 37 inches plus. There's a medium that's 31 to 36 inches and a small that's 26 to 30 inches. I will say, as a bigger guy, I was concerned when it said 37 inches. Normally I take 42 in the pants. Sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 38. It is going down because I am losing weight working out, but I was concerned that I wasn't going to be able to do this up, or I'd be able to do it up just enough but not have any room to pull on the tabs. As some bags, when you max out their belt, you don't have a lot of room to pull. This, you still have room to pull. So you're going to get the belt situated and snug, and then you're going to take the shoulder straps and you're going to pull those down, and then you're going to get the top strap here, come across. Now you don't want to yank on that too much. You just want to get it nice and comfortable there. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here where your shoulders are. That will come down as you put more weight in it. I might adjust this a little bit more, but that's basically what you're looking at. It's going to be up on your hips, taking 80% of the load. So there you go. Very comfortable, nice thick shoulder straps. Now, to get the bag off the frame, it's very simple. You're going to undo your lid. Lid's going to come up over top. You're going to take the load lifters and you're going to push them through the top of the bag. And again, load lifters have 3 levels that you can choose from for height. Because of my height, I'm 6'3". I'm going to be at the very, very top. And then all you're going to do is make sure you got some slack on the bottom, and the bag just lifts right over top once you have the straps undone. And that's it. That's it. There's your frame right there. The frame's got the Mountain Man logo right in the middle. So you saw how quick that was. I can remember using other bags and having some friends wait for me as I tried to put something on the load shelf, and they're like, that looks so complicated, I can't believe it's taking you so long to do that. That was very, very quick and easy, very simple. There are straps here. If you don't use the pannier, you can use these to cinch your load down to the back of the frame, whether it's meat or something else that you're hauling in there. But I'll show you now how to attach the pannier. This is very cool. So all you're going to do for this is you're going to take the bottom 2 loops. They're going to go through here. Push them through. Those stay on like that. Then you're going to bring this up. You're going to attach these to the top here. So because I'm using the very top for my load lifters, I'll put this through the second from the top. Just like that. And there you go. Then you've got these clips already here that you can attach to the side. Keep your eye on these Velcro things, because they're not stitched in there and you'll lose them. Just like that. And there's your pannier load carrier. Again, you've got a pocket at the front. You can put items in. You can put, again, I'm going to probably put my water bladder in there as long as it doesn't get too crushed. And then when you've got a load you want to put in here, it's very simple. You just undo the buckles. and you're in. Your meat goes in here, and as you can notice, the pannier starts well above where your belt is. So this weight that you're going to be carrying is going to be above the belt, above your hips. It's not going to slag back and pull you backwards. It's going to be up high, which is what you want. So once you've got your weight on here, you flip this over, you do up your top clips, and then you can go to your side ones, and that's what's going to hold your load in there. And you can leave that on there the whole time. Again, to put your bag back on, you're just going to take the top, bring it right up and over, and there you go. You're on, and then you just take your load lifters and you're going to attach them back to your load lifter spot. So I'm at the very top. Again, just push it right through. Then what you can do is just attach your 2 lid straps again. Now there are 3 straps going down on both sides. You can just undo the one side strap and bring it around. 2 compression straps, 2 up at the front. You put your lid straps, you do those up. Again, minimal amount of clasps, buckles compared to other bags. And then you've got your, last but not least, the one to go to the top. You can just undo that from the pannier because there's also 2 other straps attached to it, and there you go. Another cool thing to mention is at the front here, when you look at the clips, you're going to see these orange bar tacks. So they've stitched in which goes with what. So gray goes with gray, and orange goes with orange. So there's an orange stitch on here, there's an orange stitch on here, those go together. Orange stitch on here, orange stitch on here, those go together. So if you're in the dark, or you're trying to put things back together and you don't know if you've got everything situated properly, all you have to do is focus on which color goes with which color, and you're set. So again, the thick hip belt you can adjust as well here if you need more. You need to make some adjustments on the side. You can also get a number of different accessories that will fit in here on your belt or on the pack. You can find on their website. I'm really looking forward to using this in the field. Another cool feature, which is probably the main thing that attracted me to this bag in the first place, with their carbon fiber frame, are these 2 hooks that they have at the side. These were originally designed as hooks for your rifle sling. So instead of having your rifle on your shoulder, moving it around all the time, these little hooks were designed for you to put your rifle sling in here and hang down and take the load off your shoulder. And that's what they were for. Until somebody who was using one of these bags, their name escapes me right now unfortunately, he decided to take a game bag and hook it on the side, and take another game bag and hook it on the side. So he had meat on the inside on the pannier, and then he had a game bag on one side and a game bag on the other side. And that caused him to be able to carry a significant amount more weight because it wasn't overloading the bag. He wasn't having all of that weight in the bag causing him to have to lean forward and be hunched over. He could now stand straight up because the weight was now redistributed throughout the entire circumference of the bag. So he had weight on the sides and he had weight on the inside moving outward. Which is why you see on a lot of these videos, people will load 150 pounds in this bag and just walk around standing straight up like everything's fine. So I'm going to be doing that on the next video. This was just a breakdown of my initial impressions of the bag. Again, I wish there was a water bladder pocket on the inside of the bag, but I think I can still make that work with the front pocket of the pannier. Another thing is auto-locking buckles. These bags don't come preloaded with auto-locking buckles. I think auto-locking buckles are incredibly important, especially in certain parts of the bag where you know you're going to be cinching down and you don't want to lose that slack. Auto-locking buckles are very important. Initial Ascent offers auto-locking buckles on their website as an added upgrade. I have purchased those, I do have them, and I will be putting them on this bag in certain points that I feel that they're necessary. So definitely look into that. Again, they don't come standard, but they are available. So if you do enjoy the auto-locking buckles and you are part of that crowd, make sure you pick those up when you're placing your order for your bag. So that is a breakdown of the IA5K from Initial Ascent. I highly recommend you check out these bags. I will be using this extensively this fall for my fall and winter hunting trips. I think this is a very rugged, very strong bag. I do believe this is 500D Cordura, which is the same material a lot of the bags are made of. But I am looking forward to using this very much so this fall, and I'll report back as always at the end of the season how it worked out and how much weight I can carry with it. And again, stay locked in here for the next few videos because I will be doing another one extensively with hauling weight in this bag. I also have their EDC bag, their everyday carry bag. I'll be going over that too. And those of you who are wondering, I did purchase these with my own money, so nobody is paying me to say anything in particular about this stuff, as no one ever has or ever will on this channel. I choose the things that I want to show on here because I like them and I want to use them. Again, some things are sent to me, some things I pay for. This particular one I bought with my own money. So stay tuned for my full review at the end of the year. But I'm really looking forward to this bag, and I think you should check it out if you are in the market for a new pack. So if you like this video, hit like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos like this, and we'll see you on the next one.